Sheldon is trending on Twitter, and he said something. And then Charlie, the boys no, they won't agree at all. They say, "Hey Sheldon, this one they like. Now you say they rate your body too much. Hey Sheldon, this one they lie." So before we get into it, let me introduce myself. My name is Chris Handler, and you're watching G8 Base TV. If you're watching on YouTube, I urge you, please, hit the subscribe button for us. And let's get back into the conversation. So, yesterday, August 12th, 2024, the aspiring president of Ghana on the ticket of the NDC, John Dramani Mahama and his NDC, they held a youth manifesto launch at the Buku Marina where they sought to, introduce their policies or what they intend to do should Ghanaians vote for them. And that manifesto launch was purposely for the youth, what they want to do for the youth. So there were a lot of Twitter influencers, social media influencers, and then other journalists who were present at the event. And one would expect to see a name like Kwadwo Sheldon there. Kwadwo Sheldon wasn't present at the wasn't present at the manifesto launch like himself, but I think he sent his team to sort of cover it because we saw him sharing tidbits of it on social media. But he, as the CEO of the company, he wasn't present. So with all the conversations that's going on, and somebody tweeted, your so-called influencers can go for NDC programs without any stress, but if Kwadwo Sheldon way, he no go face support NPP. Aye, yate. So that post that the person made, Atadre or Queen Salumba made on Twitter, got a reply from Kwadwo Sheldon. And it's that reply from Kwadwo Sheldon that has created all this buzz that has put him on #1 spot on Twitter trending. So Kwadwo Sheldon came to reply saying, you know what be funny about this? They invited me for the Bukun theme on condition that they will give me the question to ask GDM. Said it's either their personal questions or nah. No, okay. Said it's either my personal questions or nah. Be like they weren't interested in it, so I played FIFA. So that was the explanation that Kwadwo Sheldon gave, or the reason why he didn't turn up at the Youth Manifesto launch. I mean, for somebody who is very influential on Twitter and also has huge numbers on YouTube. When it comes to things that's got to do with youth, recently Kwadwo Sheldon was in conjunction with Taking Tree. They were making arguments why the government should look at reducing data prices, the cost of data prices in Ghana, because data is very, very expensive in Ghana. So for somebody who also joins discussions that's got to do with national development and all of that, one would expect that for something like this that is about the youth, he would go. And yes, he's revealed that yes, he was invited. He was invited by the NDC, but it was given a condition that, hey, if you are coming, please, we want you to ask a question that we are going to set for you. You cannot just come there and then come and answer or come and ask your own question. And he, according to the tweet that he made, it was something that he very mentally disagreed, and that was why you guys didn't see him at the launch of the NDC Youth Manifesto. After he made that tweet, boys started coming for him like, "Hey Sheldon, come up for there. Sheldon, you did lie. Sheldon, you can lie." And then one of the tweets, one person wrote, that he wrote, "Isn't it surprising? Even the likes of Bernard Avle and Umaru Sanda didn't swerve. Now you, Sheldon. Charlie, people just want to place unnecessary importance on themselves." And another person wrote, Kwadwo Billionaire, you rate yourself too much. Can you compare yourself to Bernard Avle and Umaru Sanda? Basically, these are senior journalists in Ghana, or these are very renowned journalists in Ghana. And Sheldon's reply or Sheldon's response to why he didn't show up at the Buku Marina, and the excuse that he gave that the NDC was forcing him to ask a question that they would set. It seems like nobody or people do not want to agree with him on that nah, Sheldon, you're lying. Is it because you are NPP, so you are just trying to say something to sort of mar the reputation of the NDC and then His Excellency John Dramani Mahama? This one, dear, we are not buying it. Sheldon, we are not buying it. So that's the conversation on Twitter, on social media, that's trending. And it's surprising because in the series of tweets that Sheldon had made, he's not provided any form of evidence to sort of back his claim. But maybe we are sure that maybe he's something that he will do on his channel. He's not hiding also the fact that he's a huge supporter of the NPP, and that is what makes it look some way, because even if that was what happened, the fact that everybody knows that he's a supporter of the NPP and then would obviously campaign for Baumia to win the December 7th elections, it sort of makes it, that kind of response sort of makes it look like no, Sheldon, this one dear, he shouldn't have, he shouldn't have said it. And then even if that is the case, majority of the people who maybe probably they are in the NDC people, or people who also lean towards the NDC, for like, massa, you cannot come and lie on us. The NDC will never do that. And that was why they were referring to this big journalist that even senior journalists they've not even come out to say that somebody was giving them questions to come and ask the president, how much more you, Kwadwo Sheldon? What question can you, Kwadwo Sheldon? Can he ask the former president, John Dramani Mahama, that he'll be so scared that he would run away from, and then would ask his team, or his team would decide that, let's say, we're not going to let Sheldon come and ask his own question. We have to give him the question that he would ask. So that is why Sheldon is trending on Twitter. I don't know what you think. Do you believe that the NDC called Sheldon to, invite him, and then they gave him a condition that he has to ask a question that is written by them? What do you think about all of this? Share your thoughts on it in comment box with us. It's been me, Chris Handler. Thanks for watching, and please share this video, and then hit that subscribe button for us. Thanks.